Hey everyone, Hurricane Liz here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about one of the most important aspects of selling on Amazon that most people overlook. In fact, even I overlooked it for quite some time, and once I realized just how important it was, it took a while to get caught up, and it took a lot of money to pay someone to get it actually caught up. And until I met this guy that you're about to listen from, it really made sense to me how to put it all together. In fact, how to even automate this aspect of my business. And most of you probably already know what I'm talking about. That thing is accounting. It's not the sexiest part of doing business. It's not the most fun part, but there are people out there that could help you, especially the guy that I'm about to introduce to you. Now, he was gracious enough to come on one of my OMG webinars, and he presented the following information that you're about to hear, and it's called the 7 Pitfalls of Accounting. And these pitfalls relate to any Amazon business, and if you automatically take them away from today's presentation that he's about to share with you here and put them into your business and start listening to what he has to tell you, you will automatically already be well ahead of other people, and you're not going to cost yourself as much money as I did when I started. So you want to take a listen to what he has to say, implement those, and if you'd like to buy the course that I bought from him, it's the same course. I highly encourage it. There's a link below. I will get a affiliate commission. However, I'm going to tell you it's the best course that I've ever bought because it automated my Amazon accounting, and because of him, I really have a nice system put together, and it was all from the stuff that he showed me on that particular course. Now, if you're not a do-it-yourselfer and you don't want to know the back end of the business or how to put it together, guess what? I've got great news for you. You can also hire him. He specializes specifically in Amazon accounting. He's done some selling on Amazon himself, as well as his brother. So he's very well versed in everything that there is to know about accounting for Amazon. So I highly recommend you either get the course or you hire him. Either one is a fantastic decision. And you're going to want to listen to what he has to say about the 7 pitfalls of Amazon accounting. So here it is. As I said before, he presented this on one of my webinars a couple months back, and it was, people just absolutely loved it. And as I said before, you will not regret listening to his advice here. So highly recommend you pay attention and you jot some notes down. I'll see you guys soon.
Those are 4 practices, and kind of a recap is, first of all, don't use commingled accounts. Like, just do yourself a favor, split that stuff out, and then don't cost out your inventory immediately. So that's going to just lead to not only bad books, but it's going to lead to some tax issues as well. And then make sure to set aside income tax savings for income tax throughout the year. Don't wait till you say, you know what, I'm going to have a big Q4 and then I'll set money aside. That you're just begging for pain. And then the last one is really try to find a balance with the sales tax. Don't be extreme. And then finally, this is kind of the meat. I think these are some of the counterintuitive principles that I've really discovered through hard knocks over the last couple of years. And really what I'm trying to do is help you think about how you're going to set up your systems, how you're going to really take the most advantage of the automation, but not back yourself into a corner with the automation so that the automation actually makes your life worse than it was before. And so kind of this 5th pitfall is confusing the purpose of software. So I guess that first point is, and you know this, Liz, that every software is built with a purpose, right? So when it comes to accounting software, it's really meant to give you a 30,000-foot view of your business. It's supposed to give you a really big picture view of your business, whereas something like an analytics software is more like a spyglass. Analytics software is meant to give you a really narrow but detailed view of certain metrics in your business. And what I find, I have clients that come to me, they've driven themselves absolutely crazy because they bought a subscription to an accounting software, and they're just not getting the data out of it that they want, and they're doing 2-3 times extra work, but they're not getting what they want. And the reason why is because they're twisting the purposes behind the accounting software versus an analytic software. So let me give you an example. So let's take revenue. With revenue, my philosophy on an accounting system is when you set up an accounting system, you should bring revenue on an aggregate level rather than a SKU level. So you might have 10 SKUs in your business and you really want to see, okay, which SKU is performing better than the other SKUs. The temptation is, how can I enter that data into my accounting system so I can run a report to answer that question? The reality is the accounting system isn't built for that. What you should do is bring all of your revenue in as a lump sum, as an aggregate. And then you really only need to do that on a monthly basis rather than a daily basis. Accounting software, like I said, it's where you're really just trying to get a big picture view. If you're trying to figure out your daily sales or your revenue by SKU, that's something that you should use an analytics software. And there's a lot of analytics software out there. There's managed by Stats is some that my clients have worked with. There's a new tool called Fetcher that's out. You can shoot me an email if you're really curious. Actually, on my website, I have a technology page that I mention a lot of software. If you're looking for analytics software, but revenue is something that a lot of people screw up by trying to get too detailed in the accounting system and not trying to separate those use cases. And inventory is another one. So I see a lot of sellers, they want to account for their inventory at a SKU by SKU level in their accounting system. And I've tried to do that. Trust me, I've wanted, and when I first got started, I wanted to do that so bad and provide the reports for my clients. And what I ended up doing was really making my life a nightmare. The accounting system doesn't handle that in an elegant way. So for inventory, you really need to focus on just aggregate values on a monthly basis, and then worry about the daily and the SKU stuff in an analytics software. So that's gonna, just this one pitfall has really thrown people in. They've spent thousands, not thousands, but hundreds of dollars on software trying to get it to do something it wasn't meant to do.